Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4 with Semien. We're going for Shemot Is Not. We have to convert all of Egypt to our Jewish religion. And while we have, let's say, failed to prevent Mr. O from grabbing a lot of Egypt, I mean, we didn't really have a chance, but we also didn't rush Mr. M or anything. We are finally in a winning war against the Mamluks, which will allow us to take some Egyptian land at least. And then we're just going to have to grow powerful enough to beat our ally, Mr. O, for the rest of that. Now, apparently hunting down a Mamluking army here, which sounds good to me. We're at 93% war score, so we could probably already do a bit of a peace. Let's have a look at peace deals at least. I mean, I definitely want like all of this, don't I? If I can. Fortunately, Jerusalem got taken by Mr. A. By Mr. A. By Mr. O. In the last war, so we can't grab it now. So we can do almost all of Egypt, but we can't do Ushmainain then. Which is a decent province. Much more decent than Aswan here. That's certainly an option. Ignore all of Arabia for now. And do that. I mean, there's the other option, isn't there? Maybe. I don't know how much of that option actually exists, because stuff is weird around here. But if we say we just want to cut off Mr. O's ability to do anything, we're looking at something like this, and then that. And then, I mean, to be safe, probably that. That's kinda tempting. So Mr. O just doesn't declare on Mr. M anymore. Technically, they have coring range. Do they have claims already? No, I'm not looking for any of that. I'm just looking for that. They do not. Just some Kus here, which we would be taking anyway. And they wouldn't be able to fabricate because the Gulf of Suez ends here. So they would have a hard time going for the rest of Mr. M unless they come around through QQ. What does this do AE-wise anyway? Nothing! Interesting. Now there's probably a world in which we do this slightly differently. Yeah, but not trivially, right? We don't have a CB here. I'm wondering, right? The Anisans here? If we had control of Anisa itself, then we wouldn't need Mr. O. Or we would need a lot less to block Mr. O off. Now you would probably become my vassal. And they will be a bit annoyed by the aggressive expansion. So I don't quite know how these numbers will change, but there's a chance here we could just vassalize them. If we do that, then we don't need to block Mr. O there. And then we would be able to do a peace deal that looks like this. And fully block off Arabia. Now the thing is, we can't just go after the end of the war and just subjugate Anisa, because we need 190 opinion. We could ally them, which would probably make Mr. O less likely, but not prevent them from declaring war. How do you feel about these folks? Do you have claims? You don't have claims on them. That's good. Strategic utility, I mean, sure. What do you think about these? You actually like them quite a bit. I feel like there's a chance that we do that. It's somewhat risky. But I love the idea of blocking off Arabia. It just seems great. Unfortunately, this is probably not going to tell me how much aggressive expansion I'm going to cause with generate with Anissa. It's not 50, that's why it's not on the list, so it doesn't tell me. But they are... What are you? You're Sunni, right? You're Sunni as well, so you care a lot. Interestingly enough, you don't care as much as like Mombasa, or maybe you do. Just because you're friendly, you're not listed. Let's assume we get like a -50 opinion modifier here. Improved relations with you? We did? -50. Can we overcome -50? Ally them. Marry them. 75. Abrahamic connection makes it 100. Math? 110. Plus improve relations of 100. That's 210. -10 from different religion makes it 200. And then we have 10 leeway, so we'd have to overcome 40-ish from aggressive expansion with a gift. Great power. Easy, easy. That's just a timing question, I think. I think I'll give that a go. I think I'll immediately send a guy to Anissa and tell them that they're great. Try to save a bit on that time. I'm gonna make a claim on Paragara, Jung, and Pasai before I forget. Which is folks over here. Fabricate claim. I don't know, the biggest thing. Give it. And Pasai, which is who again? Is it you? No, it's Indrapura. That's Pasai. Well, your biggest thing too. One thing you have. Preparing for those things, and we can now also fabricate on you once we have a guy again, right? Just try to get in that. Okay. So, plan for the peace deal stands. Now, I don't think we need to keep other folks in the war. Ramazan and Mara. Now, does Ramazan... How interested are you in leaving? Not. I'm wondering if having Mara occupied gives us... it gives some certain balance to the thing. What could we sue you for? I mean, we could take land, but we don't want to do that here, I don't think. Vasla is here, but I don't think we want to do that either. So if we separate piece here, we're looking for like, well, mostly war reps, I suppose. War reps, I guess I take that trade power if we do this. And we could milk them for some prestige. That's okay, but it's hardly relevant. So I don't mind using them as a war score buffer if we need to. Speaking of a war score buffer, how's our age objective looking? It's not too shabby, in fact. We need 800 to click these, right? Yeah, we have 685, so we need another 115. We're making, what, 5? Per month, so that should math out well, so that's 23. If we were to stick in this war for another year, we could take religious wars and grab a lot more Mamluk territory. and sort of nullify the need to take Aljav. That might be a thing we want to be looking for. Seems a lot safer. As much as I don't like staying in the war for longer, it does mean that we don't need to worry about timing issues over here. And that is kind of nice. Who are you? What are you? Oh, that's also Mara. Right. Keep forgetting that they have that island. You care about that island? That's a no. Tiny little fishing island. Now, I don't like that that's gonna sort of blockade my fleet for a while here. We already lost a lot of fleet in this war. Might still be okay. Okay, let's check other things. Could take Miltech for innovativeness. I don't love it. Nobody has taken it yet, right? No. So there's no force on this yet. We can take Diptech. We probably should. Do we have unbalanced research? I feel like we do. We do. So yeah, we're definitely taking that dip. Get that colonial range. Yeah. Haven't studied technology in a while. I mean, like, in a few campaigns. Don't know if that should be something I want to be doing again. Did I want to call this place? Always the same question with these. This might have been a place I meant to keep for a trade company. It's such a long time before we can make actual use of a trade company down here still. And obviously just trade in position, which might happen. But they're Jewish. I'm gonna call them. I mean, they're my settlers, of course they're Jewish, but still, unified the Horn of Africa still for unrest, devastation, not that tempting, but no. Am I saving money for something? Yes, I have a loan to pay back in 41. Right. Okay. I think we do keep going with this. And ooh, you don't have a cannon with you, do you? No, I have a cannon somewhere though. There's the cannon. Shift C? Yeah. It's not going to be Shift C for you unless you changed it. It's only Shift C on my setup. Because I changed it. So it was dumb that the confirm and the split off cannon here are the same. I still think that that's the case. Now we stay in this war for that long a time. Well, there are two things here. Do I want to actually walk onto Ramazan with a detachment? I don't have military access through Mr. O, so I guess I don't. Number two, if we're staying in the war for that long, we're somewhat unlikely to require the Marans for a peace deal. Yeah, you're gonna be utterly defeated, right? I think we can peace out Mara separately. For war reps, trade power, and prestige. Yeah. Maybe a little cash money? Oh. Very little cash money. Merely for themselves. Get out of my sight. Yeah, didn't do anything to the war score. We don't even have the capital there yet. So that's gonna be totally fine. Down goes Girja, Gurga. Maybe we don't sit in some sort of Saharan thing here. Sahara al Nubia. Let's go to Bejar. And see if we can't also cap on military points. Smart, smart. We don't have another institution to develop, do we? Better ask. No, it's not 1550 yet. Because we're not going to get pop-ups, we know this now. Generals, we're still fine on generals, I think? We are. So yeah, that mill's gonna go to more force limit. Dig it, dig it. Some development in some place, such as not a lot of places available. Not a lot of places at all. Maybe Mocha is the place. Hey Mocha, have an edict. And encourage development. We have a lot of discounts to the development cost, which is quite nice. Ungraceful natives, which should just be medicked by our army, and they are. Trustodalas ended, Pate, Malacca is preparing to attack Pasai. I don't like that, because I want to eat Pasai. There's more Pasai here, though. Malacca probably wouldn't be taking Batak. Batak? Do you have friends? Forget. Delhi and Kelantan, not really. But I also don't really have a way to land. You probably do have a navy, don't you? Seven galleys. It's even inland sea, so that would be kind of successful there. Yeah, maybe Pasai is not we need to necessarily hit there. I was looking to build Spiderberg on a lot of people around here. Maybe we'll start with you. You're not sure about how we're gonna deal with Pasai just yet. Maybe we're not. It's a secondary theater. I do want the power from it, but it's not essential. That's pretty fast. Wait, producing slaves gives a bonus to conversion. Okay, none of these have an edict going. So we could just go to Tigl. With 8 months, I'm just not going to bother turning on an edict. It's not going to do much to the timer. Might not even be doing anything. So yeah, okay, that's that. Exile armies over. Wait, what happened here? I knew I was trying to colonize here, wasn't I? Didn't I send my guy ever? I mean, maybe these just migrated here? Or something? Do they migrate? How did I screw this one up? I'm confused. Well, let's take Yungle. I did send a colonist. I even considered the whole thing with the stuff in the place, right? The expulsion or whatever it's called. This makes you somewhat endangered. How much time? 218 days. You take 9% attrition. How about you run here for now? I don't know how that happened. They must have migrated or something. Clearly they have the tribal land mechanic there, just as the North American ones do. Clearly also I'm a bit over my everything here. Also, I just... clear sign, I played Hearts of Iron in the past days because I tried to hit H to stop my army from moving, which doesn't work in EU4. I've been playing some Hoi with the new No Step Back DLC off screen. It's kind of fun. I mean, it's Hoi, it's always broken, it's all fudge. It was fun though. Kind of enjoyable. Tried to start a run as Poland, as Russia, but no, it's just too big. Start sorting out your armies in the start, and you know me, I don't like the most powerful starts. So I went and played as Poland instead. Well, we went and played together with my brother. And that was pretty fun. Played ahistorical, but the ahistorical thing, ahistorical, turned out to mean we get attacked by Germany and we get attacked by Russia. It felt very historical. Most of the things actually went very historical, considering that we chose ahistorical, which is always an interesting situation to be in as Poland. I will admit. So we had a pretty damn epic hold, especially against the Russian forces in the east while taking out the Germans. And then, of course, coming back for the Russians. Soviets, not just Russians. We did spawn Russia in the end in the peace deal. But, like a non-aligned monarchic? Well, a monarchy. Which was what we were playing as in Poland as well. Take production efficiency, sure. How's that H thing going? It's going. Can you do anything to speed this up? Still looking to unify our culture, but that's still not there. Asian trade still not quite there yet. Colonial Empire not quite there yet. And full religious also not quite there yet. Speaking of, we're still focused on admin, right? Yes, we're running a level 3 advisor guy. Coup. I'm tempted to just go and pay back my loan. I think I'm gonna do it. It's rarely a good idea to do that manually. But this will mean that I don't forget. I don't spend my money on something else. And now I know that the money I have I can spend, rather than constantly thinking about whether I shouldn't. I can build this nice temple, for example. I don't want to lose develop power, so lose that prestige. Keep going. And soon, Mr. M, you get your peace. There's a good chance this is not what we should be doing and how we should be doing this, but it's what I did choose to do. A bunch of people trade embargoing Lithuania, sure. Where the frick is Lithuania? Okay, we finally did get a colony at least. With hopefully not too many natives. No, very aggressive, not very ferocious, so that's gonna be fine. New idea, I think we do keep on taking, even though... Yeah, I'm gonna keep going through religious ideas here, even though we have a bunch of land to core soon. Yeah, might be wrong move. We don't get to do any diets anymore, so that modifier running out doesn't do anything. Because we have a parliament these days. More conversions, good. Now these 12 ones I think will benefit from getting an edict running. So Gedo, well, let's do the unity sword again. And find ourselves Barawa. You. Development cost going. Was that intentional? Maybe. But I'm looking for enforce. Yeah, probably did develop with you. And I'm gonna go down to 11. So we just saved a single month there, even though it was at 12. So I can see how these 8s probably wouldn't have changed at all. I capped on that again, which nobody could have seen coming. Just do another click and mock out too. Like that. Still nobody taking. We're probably gonna see somebody take Miltech next January, I assume. If they don't, that's kind of great. Especially if it's not the 1st of January that they take it. Hey, Mr. M, you can't afford all those boats. Just kill them, please. I want to go back to trading. It's January. Nobody spawned or took the tech yet. Nice. Wait, enemies in for you? Oh, that's a lot of Mamlukian peasants. 780, 4 more months. We're planning on taking for you, unfortunately. Can't they keep their people under control? What's up with these Mamluks? And I should have walked in 2 stacks there to avoid attrition. But I can't be bothered. Yes. Bothered is the word I wanted to say all along. What are you? Bayan separatists and Baya. Why are you this unhappy, Baya? Baya. What's going on there? Just separatism mostly. Okay. I'm gonna keep that Al-Jaf option open. The Anisa option. Oh, that's very nice, in fact. Unless you come over there, which... Oh, you're probably just walking over to Tabuk. No! Don't do that! Okay, we have another month. Just don't arrive before the end of the month, please. Oh, there's the H, okay. Grab the thing. British Wars. Yoink. And look at our peace deal again. Because now we can do that. We even can do more. But this is now allowed. And coalition is still not a problem. Cool. So Jeddah would be nice for the send-off trade. And Janbu Bar is a fort, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, if I'm doing that, I probably want to do that for the full connection. But that might... Still, nobody cares. That's excellent. Right? That seems very good. Protected all the land from Mr. O. And most other incursion people. I mean, sure, the Arabians might go for it, but... Yeah, I think this is great. We don't have the admin at all to corridor, so this is going to be a bit annoying for a while, but... it's just something I have to accept. Yeah. 100% peace offer too. I mean, could it be more perfect? No. I demand this. We lost our humiliated rival Carlos Bailey. It's always such a shame when that happens, because you medic them. Call. I said call. That's not calling all. I know why, but it's funnier that way. Now, this is going to be slightly annoying to police, though. And we might get a lot of actual Mamlukian separatists. Which means their number is probably kind of high. Are they already on the list? Yeah, 16,000. Okay, but 16 is kind of doable, I think. I get you folks over to Yanbu or something. I could send 2 more. Nah, I'm just gonna build some units over there. I think that's okay. And you do the suppressi thing? Yes, suppressi thing. At least somewhat. We're gonna have to fight them. It's not an option to not fight them, of course. But we live. Revoke our embargo from Mr. M as soon as we can. What about you, Banjar? Have a claim for me, please. Fabricate claim. On Banjar itself. Might as well go for 1 more, I suppose. 1 more? What about rivals? Don't tell me Mr. O. Nah. We're gonna need somebody else to rival. Because now we're gonna have a too few rivals kind of thing going on. Which does hurt. Yeah, please do come over to the Lord. Once the month is over, which should be sometime soon, we should be able to stop our embargo. Well, these timers are not looking as great anymore. Surely one of these still has the edict going. No? Apparently not. Okay, look for a decent numbery thing. I guess like Endurta. It's not a great numbery thing at all, but Endurta. I happen to know that that's one of the old ones. It's not one where we lack a core right now. Alright, you folks. Y'all accept my transports, which are not here. Meet up. Be a trade navy. Talk to Mr. M and revoke that embargo. Start capping on that mill again. Really wish we had another rival opportunity, because we're not gonna accept the Ottoman rivalry, even if it costs me. Now, why did you still come here? I feel like you should move on to Mamluk territory. Ooh, 20% advisor cost reduction. Now, I've been saying that advisor cost reduction is not the greatest thing to have. Say your ideas. I might still be sticking with that, but I was told that stacking advisor cost reduction can be very good, and that does seem right. If you have a lot of, if you just stack this really high, then you can run very, very high level advisors for essentially no cost. I don't know how these, if this is actually additively stacking with the half cost thing, but if it does, then if I were to have a half price advisor and I have minus 50% stacked, then they would be free. And they would still be free if they were level 5, and that would be just like nuts. That's the way that works. So maybe I need to give that more of a thought. Speaking of, how free are you now? You're not free. Base cost is 9. You now cost me 4.62. Oh, because of the yearly thing. Okay. I feel like that's not additive. I feel like that's multiplicative. Right, so we have essentially 50% there, countered by 50% there. And then so we have a 10% or so discount on the base price, which would be 10% would be essentially 8 ducats, and we pay 4. Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't tell me enough just yet how it's gonna work. It's a lot of numbers. It's too many numbers for my small brain. What my small brain does know is that we have to put a cut in here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything to say, there's always that comment section for you to go to. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.